previously on Cop Rock.
Andy and I have never so much as touched each other. Go with me for counseling, Ralph.
You both have to decide if you want this marriage badly enough to do it.
I have decided. I'm sorry. I want out.
What?
They actually used the word ugly?
You were described as being plug ugly, too ugly to live, ugly enough to scare horses and children, and ugly enough to stop trains.
Can you make me pretty?
Your Honor, I will make you beautiful.
Stand him up, Donnie.
You gonna read me my rights or what?
Hey, Tyrone. When cops do their job, sometimes bad guys get killed.
Well, there's a difference between killed and murdered.
All you gotta know is the only way you're gonna come out of this is to tell the truth.
Then I can just come clean to you, and you would see to it that I got off okay.
That's right. I'll guarantee it.
Mr. Foreman, what say you?
We find the defendant, Vincent LaRusso, not guilty.
So you're going up the hill behind Thayer Hall?
It's a shortcut. I was coming back from the library, and I was tired.
What happened next?
He grabbed me. He must have been hiding in the bushes. He said if I tried to run, he would catch me and cut me.
Cut you?
He showed me a razor, you know, the old-fashioned kind. It had a white handle. He made me lie on the ground. I could hear people, the other kids going back to the dorms.
What did he do?
He slid the razor inside my pants and cut them off. He slid the razor inside my panties and cut them off. He raped me. He made me say I liked it. He called me names. He kept cutting off pieces of my hair the whole time.
Okay.
You're all familiar with the basic ID kit on the suspect. Caucasian male, medium height, medium build, medium brown eyes, medium everything, which is approximately no help at all. So far, his victims have been college girls, sorority types. We've tagged him for 6 rapes in the last 9 months. However, his last 3, including last night's, have occurred in the last 2 weeks. Now, you'll enter the campus in pairs from different directions. You'll walk together, you'll talk together, and then at points A, B, and C, you'll peel off into singles. Now, the rape center has shared with you the details of his M.O., and you've seen the pictures. Therefore, you know that the suspect carries a straight-edged razor and is inclined to use it. I don't need to tell you not to take any unnecessary risks. But if we do this thing right, we should never get that far. Now, there has been a car assigned to each of you. If you follow the prescribed paths, backup should never be more than 70 yards away. Tonight's the reason why radios were invented, so let's use them.
Hey. How you doing?
Not so good. Ralph and I are splitting up.
I hope this isn't because of me.
No, always because of a lot of things.
Vicky, I'm sorry. And whatever you need, if you need to talk, if you need me to stay away.
Thanks, Andy.
Well, what do you think?
Brilliant. Dr. Wattoon exceeded our wildest expectations.
As a matter of fact, Michael, I'd say we have to watch out she doesn't read sexually available.
Oh, come on, will you?
You don't want the female voters reacting with jealousy or suspicion.
Wait a minute. Is this something I really have to be concerned about?
No, it's something we have to be concerned with. That means you don't have to think about it.
Even though the senatorial primary is a year away, we don't have any time to waste.
The fact is that in terms of a war chest and statewide name recognition, we're 3 to 4 months behind where we should be.
So, where do we start?
We start where elections are won or lost, Your Honor.
Television.
We'd like you to block out all day tomorrow.
Is there a problem with that, Ray?
Not at all, Your Honor.
We've written the script, we've picked the locations. We'll film all day tomorrow. We'll do some focus groups on Thursday, and by the end of the week, we'll know if we're on the right track or not.
Conceptually.
I don't know about this.
Talk to me.
I've never let anyone else make decisions for me.
You've also never been elected to the United States Senate.
You a bourbon drinker, John?
No, sir.
Well, I want you to try this bourbon, because it might just make you into one. I need your help, John. We're going to reinstate Vincent LaRusso.
With all due respect, sir, in spite of the jury's verdict, Internal Affairs has plenty grounds to fire him.
It's a political decision, Captain. If we fire him, he sues for reinstatement, and he probably wins.
He could lose.
In which case, he goes from being a folk hero to being a martyr, and we come off like we crucified him. The only way to make it go away is to give him back his badge. Which is where you come in, son. I want him back under your command.
No way. No. You give him to somebody else.
No one else wants him.
Every man and woman in my command knows how I feel about Vincent LaRusso. If I take him back, my authority is completely compromised. I may as well resign.
Captain, I'm asking you to do this as a personal favor to me. And I assure you I'm prepared to be extremely grateful.
What if I say no?
Then I have overestimated you.
If I take him back, he's mine.
Absolutely.
Means I put him where I want to put him. I bust him when I want to bust him, and nobody steps in my way. And the department publicly backs me up if he squawks.
You got it, Captain.
You want to tell Donnie Potts, or should I?
You got enough boxes?
Thanks, but I'm almost done.
So, where are you gonna go?
I'm gonna stay with Sharon for now.
That's in Echo Park. I don't want you staying in Echo Park.
It's no worse than the neighborhoods I drive around in every day.
Well, why don't I help you move over and make sure you're settled?
Ralph, I'm gonna be okay. Really.
Look, why don't I just move out?
This is your house. I couldn't live in it without you.
What do you want me to say?
How about this is crazy?
How about it's not too late to figure all this out?
How about I can survive this now, but not later?
I just can't believe you're throwing away this marriage over something that never happened and never will.
And you're very young. Never say never.
No marriage comes with a guarantee, Ralph. Why can't we just take it one day at a time?
Because I don't want to become one of those pathetic guys you see at a party who keeps asking if anybody's seen his wife. Best to get out now. That stuff looks heavy. Call me when you're ready and I'll give you a hand carry.
Sit right here.
It's hard getting old here.
Well, I'd like to change that. We should be able to provide our senior citizens with housing and health care and not go broke doing it.
Oh, this one's a real fighter.
You bet I am.
And cut. Good. Let's go to a tight shot. Somebody fix the mayor's hair, please. Okay. Now, going in the right direction. What I want you to do is go further. Don't be afraid to give in to the emotionality of the moment. The scene should read compassion.
Well, but tough, though, right?
No, forget about tough. We've got other scenes that read tough.
Mr. Weinstein's ready.
You should think of this woman as your mother. Bingo. She's old, she's frail, and you're the kind of dutiful daughter who takes time out of a busy schedule to come and sit by mom's side and while away an afternoon. You're never too busy for that.
We are going after the senior citizens. We are going after the guilt-stricken.
That's a lot of votes.
Excuse me. Are we going to break for lunch?
Why?
Why? Because I want to know. That's why.
We'll break for lunch when we finish the shot, okay?
Fine. I had a 6 a.m. call. That means you owe a meal penalty.
See, this is why we should have flown up to Vancouver and done it all non-union.
But you didn't, and that's why I'm asking for a penalty for breakfast.
What happened at breakfast?
You were too cheap to hire any stand-ins, so the electricians were working with us. That's what happened. And the 89 contract says we get 15 minutes for breakfast with no other activities.
Folks! The only people talking on the set should be the directors.
Director? I worked on John Ford's classic, The Searchers.
Great. Could we get going now, please?
Sons of bitches.
Eight apple, take one.
Action, Hilda.
It's hard growing old.
I'm happy to say, Vincent, that we are awash in possibilities.
What kind of possibilities, Sid?
Well, there is a major league producer who is willing to put up some real money for the right to make a movie about you. And Sturgis says he has enough requests for speaking engagements to keep you booked for 2 years.
I don't want anybody making movies about me, and I don't want to make any more speeches.
What about getting rich? Do you want that?
I can want all kinds of things. What I need is to get my badge back.
Let me put this on a somewhat different level. Now, if I were billing you the way I bill my other clients, based on time spent and out-of-pocket expenses, you would be into me for $250,000.
Well, I appreciate what you did, Sid.
What I'm hearing is not appreciation. Now, you owe me, and I expect to be paid.
I'll tell you what. Send me a bill. I'll pay it off over time.
Neither one of us are going to live that long.
Look, I never said I was going to be a celebrity for you.
You implied it. There was an implied promise. That's the basis on which I took your case.
What are you going to do, sue me, Sid?
Would you show Mr. LaRusso to the door, Trish?
Serving a warrant on one Donald Bruckner at 2347 and a half Burbage Street. That's a garage behind 2347 Burbage, which is a two-family house in one half of which Bruckner resides. Bruckner runs a chop shop out of his garage. We're looking to recover stolen auto parts, especially engines. The auto unit says that they're in plain view once you're inside the garage. Got it so far?
Yes, sir.
Vicky, you will circle around to the alley entrance and check out the storage room to the rear. Officer Stillman.
Yo.
You go with me up the front alley. Now, let me tell you something else. Some of these auto engine thefts have been homicide-related, meaning that Bruckner could be packing. So let's use our heads. Everything clear?
Yes, sir. Only it is sort of terrifying, sir. You know, the part about him possibly possessing firearms.
You all through being hysterically funny?
Yes, sir.
Good. Then let's go.
Captain. Commander Osborne. You want to see me?
You were going to hear this, so we want you to hear it from us.
Detective LaRusso is returning to duty in this division.
I can't believe I'm hearing this.
Well, we don't like it either. But it's done, and we're gonna have to live with it.
No, you mean I'm gonna have to live with it.
Donnie?
I did everything you told me to do. And now you're telling me that I'm gonna have to work with him again under the same roof?
No. Here is a 1588. Now, I will take it down to the Bureau personally and get it approved. Just name a division.
You name a division. You name one where I won't get spit on as soon as I walk in.
Donnie, Detective Perling, my adjutant, is retiring after the first of the year. We're holding orals for D3 next week. Now, if you apply, I'd say you stand a very good chance.
What do you think I am, man? A dog? You think you can just throw me a bone and I'll just trot out of here happy?
What do you want, Donnie?
What's the difference what I want? Boy, you guys are something. All that crap about do the righteous thing or I'll never sleep a brave man's sleep. Let me ask you something. How'd you sleep last night?
Donald Bruckner?
What is this?
Police officers, put your hands on the hood. We have a warrant.
You're looking for stolen what?
See that he sticks around.
Where would I go, man? Go ahead, smart guy. Look around. See what you can see.
Ass on the ground, Donald.
He's off.
Ass on the ground now.
Now you ease off.
Officer.
What?
Mr. Bruckner is secure.
Well, there's nothing back there. Just some cartons of motor oil. Some tools.
There's nothing here either.
Wait.
He was tipped off, isn't that right, Mr. Bruckner?
What tip off? I don't know what you're talking about.
There's a VIN on this Chevy, run it. Quinn, there's an apartment upstairs, check it out.
Hey, that's my mother's apartment. Got nothing to do with
Shut your mouth.
You shut it for me.
Stillman, back off.
What? May I have like a gas attack or something?
Go give Quinn a hand.
Nothing. An old lady and umpteen cats.
And stuff's in the house.
Stillman, the warrant doesn't cover us in there.
Process of elimination. It's not in the garage. It's not upstairs.
What do you think you're accomplishing, Stillman?
I'm burying him in housework.
You're a riot.
Do you see him smirking at us out there? What are we supposed to do? Tuck in our tails and drive back to the station?
We do what Detective McIntyre says we do. We're here as backup, Stillman. He calls all shots.
Hey, what's he got in the air?
Stillman, don't touch it. You see something suspicious, you let the detective know. That's the drill.
Oh, to hell with the drill.
Chevy belongs to Mr. Bruckner.
Tough break, guys.
You're lucky, Bruckner. Looks like we caught you on one of your legal days.
Detective McIntyre, look what I found.
What is this?
The campus rapist. White-handled straight razor. Here she be.
You two find this upstairs?
Absolutely.
No, sir. Officer Stillman found it in the house.
We could have found it upstairs, sir, if you follow my meaning. Hell, we could find it right here, right now, in plain view.
You went in the house?
So what?
The house is 2347. Your warrant's 2347 and a half. You guys are outside your warrant.
Get him the hell out of here.
Detective.
Listen, do you understand that he's right? That you just threw away this bust?
Detective, as far as anybody knows, we could have found this briefcase anywhere.
We could have called the DA's office to extend a warrant to the house. We could have...
Detective, this
we
is
could have named the briefcase.
This is a rapist we're talking about.
We could have done this 18 different ways, but you had to pick the one way that doesn't work. And now this rapist is gonna walk.
You know my reasons for not filing on the rapist. The only evidence for holding him is what your cops found in an illegal search and seizure.
Look, kicking him is one thing. But we know for sure that he's the guy. And you're telling me there's nothing we can do. Can't even follow up on what we know. I can't accept that.
What do you want to do, John?
Let's put him in a lineup. Let the victim pick him out.
Huh. It's no good. The illegal search is what put you onto him in the first place. That's fruits of the poison tree.
What about surveillance?
You might as well forget it. I mean, even if he does lead you to something, you can't use it.
Give me something I can do.
Look, I want this guy. I want him more than you do. The only thing, I won't go into court with tainted evidence. We'll lose him for good.
Well, there's got to be a side door somewhere.
John,
Damn it, Al, don't tell me there isn't. Now work with me.
Having him ID'd by one of his victims. It's the only promising thing you've said. Now, it's a conviction without the briefcase, the razor, the hair. None of that ever comes up. If she IDs him, we've got him.
How do we get there?
Well, I need a completely untainted ID. Now, how you get that is your problem. And she's got a spotting where it has nothing to do with any arrest derived from the illegal search.
Cop Rock will continue in a moment.
Well?
Well, I've got enough footage for a 60-second spot, 2 or 3 30s, half a dozen 15s.
Elliot, the first thing I need to know is whether or not she pops.
Does she pop?
Yeah, does she jump? Is there a flag flying in the breeze? Are there fighter jets flying over in formation?
We really don't know that right now, Barney. We have to test it. We have to figure out what the demographics are.
No. Forget about all that. What I want is for the two of you to go out on a limb and tell me what you think.
What do you think, Barney?
I think you're going to be a senator, Louise.
Rose, Gaines. Donald Bruckner. Bust him, bring him in, and do it by 5 o'clock.
What are your charges, Captain?
Be creative.
Yeah, but what if he doesn't do anything? What if he's just standing around?
Arrest him for obstructing the sidewalk.
Yeah, that's good.
We're on it, Captain. Let's go.
Come in. Close the door.
I'm reporting for duty.
Okay. We'll see about getting you partnered up.
I'm hoping this is gonna work out, Captain.
What's done is done, Detective. You're gonna live with it, and I'm gonna live with it. So let's just go from there.
Yes, sir.
Anything else?
No, sir.
I don't know what to say to him, Frank.
Don't worry about it. You're in a tough position. You did what you had to do.
Yeah, you think LaRusso will understand that?
Yeah, I do.
You really think LaRusso's a good guy, huh, Frank?
Hey, I don't know what kind of guy he is. I just know that he took out the guy that killed my partner. Glad he beat the rap. I'm glad he's back.
Yeah, me too. I mean, I'm happy if you're happy.
There goes Buckner.
What's the trouble, officer?
Step out of the car, sir.
Why, what'd I do?
Step out of the vehicle now.
License, registration.
Are you aware you're in violation of the state vehicle code, sir?
No.
You got right-handed tread on a left-handed tire.
What?
Right-handed tread on a left-handed tire.
I never heard of that.
Franklin, look at this. An open box of tissues. Something funny?
You gotta be joking.
Does he look like he's joking, sir?
I don't believe this.
Don't believe what?
Your floor mats aren't attached.
You guys are yanking my chain.
We're gonna have to write you up on all 3 counts, sir.
This is harassment, man. You think I don't know what's going on here?
Are you failing to cooperate with us?
I'm gonna get into my car and I'm gonna drive away. That's what I'm gonna do. And if you jokers try to stop me, I'm gonna sue you and the whole damn LAPD.
We're not through talking to you, sir.
Get away from my car.
You just assaulted a police officer. You're busted.
I'm gonna sue your asses personally for harassment. This is a totally bogus arrest.
Keep running off at the mouth, sir, and I'm gonna have to add a charge for excessive verbiage.
Cut him loose.
What?
Officer Rose, please escort Mr. Bruckner off the premises. Take him through the squad room to the West Street entrance.
All right.
Get him cab fare home.
I've been through these books again and again. What's the point?
Look, you never know, Karen. Sometimes you don't recognize a face the first time around.
If his face were in here, I would have seen it.
Okay, look, how about we take a break? Right, you just sit here and I'll get us some coffee.
Okay, thanks.
You guys are a couple of head cases, you know that?
Sorry for your trouble, sir.
You'll be hearing from my lawyers.
Ooh, lawyers, plural.
You guys are messing with the wrong guy, let me tell you. I can't believe you waste a man's time like this.
Oh my God. It's him.
It's the man who raped me!
You got him now.
Sure, it's him.
Yes,
You sure?
it was him.
Put Mr. Bruckner back under arrest.
Let's go.
She's lying, she's lying.
Okay. Come on, come with me. You'll be all right.
Captain?
What?
Can I talk to you for a second, please?
Talk.
I want to know why I got hung out to dry for doing the exact same thing to that guy that you just did.
There's a difference.
There's no difference. You set him up.
The difference is my bust will hold up. Sometimes good cops have to bend the rules, Stillman. Bad cops break them. And you're a bad cop.
How you doing, Donnie?
How's it look like I'm doing?
Hey, listen, you don't have to clear out of here because of me.
Look, man, you won, okay? Just don't expect me to stick around here and get my nose rubbed in it.
Well, I'm gonna need a partner. What do you say?
To what?
Me and you getting back together. I mean, what's done is done. I can forget what happened if you can.
After what you did to me? After what they all did to me? You must be kidding.
Look, I feel bad about what happened, okay? I want to make things right for you.
You used me once, Vincent. I'm not gonna give you the chance to do it again.
How the hell am I using you?
Hollander doesn't like you, and he doesn't trust you, and he's gonna keep you on a very short leash. What better way to show him that he's wrong about you than to make peace with me, huh?
No, see, you're the one that's wrong.
Yeah.
What you're going through, Donnie, you brought on yourself, okay? You trusted the wrong people, and now you're blaming me for the consequences. But I'm willing to forgive and forget, and if I do, so will everybody else.
So you've forgiven me?
That's right. Now just think about it. You don't have to give me an answer right away.
There's your answer.
I can't believe they cancel us.
Yeah, I know. I only got to sing one song.
2.
Excuse me, 1.
No, 2. You sang that one song here in the office, what do you call it? How to Love a Woman, and the song in the dream sequence where they hang me in my underwear.
Yeah, but that wasn't my song. That was Carl's.
Well, you still got to sing in it. I only got one song the whole time.
Well, you're not really a singer.
What do you mean I'm not really a singer? I started in this business as a singer. This was a great job. I love my character. I'm gonna miss the people.
Yeah, me too.
Well, I guess it ain't really over till the fat lady sings.